Some members of the tourism and hospitality industry in Grenada have raised concerns over the government of Grenada's approach concerning the commercialization of the Annandale waterfalls, a vital tourism site on the island. While Grenada's Minister of Tourism indicated that consultations were had with those under the Ministry of Tourism's direct employ, ancillary stakeholders who do not fall within this remit say they were not part of these consultations. I sat with Kenny Baptiste of the Annandale Waterfalls Jumpers Association, who has been a prominent entertainment feature at the falls for more than 20 years. Baptiste expressed the following concern.
Like, they didn't actually consult anyone, in terms of the commercialized aspect of the Annandale jumpers, waterfalls, the area. We just actually hear about it, read it in the newspaper. Until recent, that from the Minister of Tourism, we heard that it was commercialized and it's gonna go by the end of the month. And I think it's going to be a feedback on the villagers, especially the people at Annandale, which is our bread and butter.
Similarly, Glen Alexander, another ancillary travel and tourism provider and a founding member of the Hush Hikers Club of Grenada, made the point that while they are not opposed to commercialization, the communication from the ministry was lacking.
As it relates to the commercialization, well, we know how Annandale has been for years, and I think it's a good idea to commercialize, but at the same time, one must engage the stakeholders. As Kenny mentioned, it's bread and butter. They could come up maybe with a compromise. Maybe they can fit within the business of the day and not ready to do away with it.
In response, Dr. Clarice Modeste Kerwin acknowledged this shortcoming. She intimated that they would be attempting to remedy this issue as her government presses ahead with commercialization. Minister, I don't mean to cut you, but why were there not consultations before moving forward with the proposals?
That could take a long explanation.
Okay.
Sometimes but the ministry did have consultations with the workers. Whether they included the jumpers, I am not certain of that. Mm-hmm. But I think the focus would have been more on the workers who we have to pay and how they will be redeployed and what has to happen, or whether they'd be engaged by the company. That was primarily the focus. And so unwittingly, we may have left out certain people. It wasn't intentional.
From Washington, D.C., this is Bubb reporting.